Yo, welcome back. This is a shout out to our boy, Chris Knutson. We are, if you ask me, presented by the Real Frame of Mind, and we are reviewing Kids, 1996. First of all, how'd you guys come to this movie? 95. How'd you guys come to this movie?
I watched this movie a long ass time ago with my uncle.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense very much. He likes
Subscribe.
this kind of movie. He likes these kind of movies, so yeah.
Damon.
Eminem mentioned it in a song, so I watched it.
Wow,
Yeah.
Very.
That was my obsession with Eminem.
I watched it solely for this purpose.
You poor bastard.
I watched it on YouTube, and they actually have a really good version on YouTube, so you better check it out.
Is it the full version too?
Yeah, full version.
Not cut up?
No, and it was like there was nothing in it. I figured though.
It was free too, right?
Yeah, well, I figured at some point it's like 20-some years or however many years where it becomes like
public domain.
Yeah, where you can put it on there and
yeah, it's long.
Anyways, I guess what do you guys think about the story overall? The promiscuous.
It's fucked up.
It is, yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's on par with like Boys Don't Cry and like there's some other indie movies like But I'm a Cheerleader, and I'm sorry that I'm only talking about like gay and lesbian movies, but
I've seen that movie too.
Yeah, dude, it's I mean, it's a movie that's really in your face, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adolescents that are, I don't know, unruly and promiscuous, and I think it follows a girl that has sex one time and gets AIDS from it.
Yeah.
And then the guy, on the flip side, the guy that has AIDS,
or the HIV.
Yeah, he's trying to get with all these other girls and young girls.
You gotta hit him first. He just likes to flowering young women. That little fucking perverted freak.
Yeah. I mean, thoughts, I guess, really. I mean, it's a really simple plot, and it just takes you through, I think, New York, right?
Yeah.
And it just takes you drugs, alcohol, sex, all that stuff that's going on.
But, the characters are like 15. So.
They are, and they're very young.
Totally normal.
And that's the thing. I don't think it's an easy movie to get through because there's a lot of big subjects revolving around younger kids. So it's.
The story wise, at first it was hard to get into because the main character, I hated the way he talked.
Oh, for sure.
And then as time went on, I sort of kind of warmed up to it.
The way he talks, not to him, right? Because he was kind of a deplorable person.
Well, like just how you did, I don't know. It's just the actor and how he would talk.
Yeah,
he kind of bugged me. But there was a lot of directing choices that I just wouldn't have gone with. It was like questionable. It's like there was one time they have a camera inside of like a diner on the corner as they're walking. These kids are walking past, and it's like, what was the point of that?
Yeah,
like what
are we? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, are we supposed to be? Are these kids being followed or watched? And nothing came from it, and it was like that throughout the movie with different shots that I was like, that's not in the right place. I don't understand what you're doing there.
Yeah.
So, directing wise, I was like, yeah. But what did you guys think about the directing?
Well, first thing, I thought Harmony Korine directed it, but he didn't. He
wrote it.
Yeah.
And
I still blame him. Like, fuck Harmony Korine, like, so hard. But
he's a weird dude, but I'll tell you right now, the dialogue is one of the things that I'd probably go back to when I remember this movie because it's very. I feel like it flows very easily, and that's to say that the directing has to be decent, or at least on point when these young kids are talking to each other so naturally. Like it's like it literally like you're just dropped in on these kids' lives and you're just following them around for a day.
Right.
And they're just acting so normal and shit. And I mean normal in the way that they're talking and delivering the dialogue, not that they're having sex with 13-year-old women.
Yeah.
No.
Women's a strong word.
Child, girl. Little girl.
I can attest to the fact that the direction and the overall cinematography, I guess, is a little off because I mean I feel like this isn't this like one of their first films, if not their first film, like Harmony Korine, Larry Clark, kind of an independent film too.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe that has something to do with it. Kind of just getting in the groove of what they're doing. I mean,
but I mean,
nothing
like,
stands out.
But like the drinking and stuff, like, okay, underage drinking and shit, but like they didn't even try to hide it. They were like walking down the street with 40s and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're telling me no one's gonna say something about that?
Right.
Like,
That's like something about New York. Like,
yeah, that's what I want to see, like how factual that is in comparison to like growing up in New York in that in the mid '90s.
Well, and I know some things are gonna be stretched, like it just following this kid around, it was. I mean, it kind of knocked me on my ass. I knew it was gonna be odd because Knutson said he wanted us to watch it.
All of his movies are fucked up.
And he's a Harmony Korine fan, but probably the only person I know with a Gummo T-shirt. But I will say that I was really surprised with the kid Casper. His name is. He's dead now, but
was it the?
I thought he was great. I thought that kid was really talented.
This kid's dead?
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, it was the kid that played. His name was Casper in the movie, and I thought he was really a legit actor. And I mean, I'm not even saying that they probably didn't intoxicate these kids on the set because that's how real I felt it was at the times when they were partying and drinking and stuff like that. That it was believable,
right?
And
it really wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
he killed himself.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I'm not laughing at you.
You probably watched this movie again and was like, "Holy shit, what did I do?"
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just very simplistic, and I mean, theme-wise, what do you guys get from it? I mean, did it leave you with anything other than this movie's fucked up?
Other than disgust, not really.
I mean, it's hard because I think it's the way of the setup of the film that I don't think I like pulled the themes. I know there was intended themes, but I don't think I pulled them the way that I think they wanted me to. I mostly just kind of, and like I said, I saw this movie a long time ago, so I think I kind of just, especially at that time, kind of just looked at it with kind of like, you know what I mean, like, not
just
for me.
Poke it with a stick.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know really if I guess I was pleasantly surprised because in the beginning I just couldn't stand that kid's voice and he was really bugging the shit out of me. But then just the way that they would go throughout a day and to look and try to understand, that they were living in a different area than I grew up in, doing things that I didn't necessarily do. Well, none of that shit.
Yeah.
So, thank God I'm not a pedophile. Yeah, it was a unique look at different situations. Like, say if you were to go to shoot a movie about kids in, rural Alabama or something like that, or inner city kids in a different location somewhere else. I think it's a unique look at it. But the thing that I really just didn't understand was, like, what was the point of making that one girl get AIDS and then have her try to follow and find this kid, and then at the end, like, she didn't get there in time. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, there's no real conclusion to that story.
And then she gets banged while she's sleeping by that Casper dude, which was
so different.
It's just, dude, it's so
really
fucking
weird.
It's odd. But I will just say, just to wrap it up. I mean, I don't know if you guys have anything else to say.
Honestly, not really.
I enjoyed the dialogue. The directing was spotty. It was a unique look at, I guess, kids.
I get I get what they were trying to do. They wanted to show you that kids sometimes don't act like kids. I mean, they grow up too fast, even faster than they're supposed to. And I feel like that's the overall message. But I don't know. It was presented in a very, very strange way.
But that's Harmony Korine, dude.
It is Harmony Korine. It really is.
But I'm not going to sit there and blast this movie for being different or being odd when you have movies like Eraserhead getting a Criterion release. You know what I mean?
Very true.
it's different, and sometimes we like different, and I think that's the draw to this movie is that it is out there and it's in your face and it's showing you like this shit. I mean, happens. I mean, I've heard of 13-year-olds getting. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but you hear about 13-year-olds getting. I'm not even gonna talk anymore. Let's just rate this fucking thing.
Yeah, we're walking on eggshells.
David, what do you got?
D.
Oh, it's Suicide. Oh, check out Suicide Squad.
Put this one up first. D. I don't feel like there's enough that sticks with me. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was a while ago, but like it just doesn't stick with me. Like I can't say I take too much away from it.
I enjoy the writing. I really enjoy that kid that killed himself. Not in the movie, but in real life. I wish he was still alive. I think he'd be a killer actor.
Yeah.
But with that said, there was some stuff that. Oh shit! I didn't mean that. There was some stuff in there that was kind of head scratching. With the overall directing and just the story in general. But I'm gonna give it a C+. I think it's a movie that I think I can go back to and watch it again and maybe get something else on it. And like the main character did grow on me a little bit. I mean, voice wise, and the other, it was actually that banter between like the girl side and the guy side. I thought was so clicky and snappy, and I thought it worked.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a movie that I didn't regret watching, and
and that's always a good feeling.
Yeah. Check out our other reviews, especially Suicide Squad. It's a longer one, but like it. Please let us know if you have a movie that you want us to watch. Anything, dude.
Anything.
You want us to watch War of the Worlds or White Men Can't Jump? We'll do it. You want us to do The Town or Tom and Huck? We'll do it. What about SLC Punk? Sure. What about the original Spider-Man? Sure. Series Unfortunate Events? Sure. Lizzie McGuire? Sure.